Tonight on News 5 Live, it's a leadership showdown as Tracy Panton's alliance defies Shine Barrow's UDP in epic power struggle. But who is the true leader of the UDP? And what happens next? We'll take a look at all angles tonight. And the amount of Dean Barrow loyalists now supporting Panton should have Shine worried? One mess up. Voter tells News 5 that she transferred her vote because she was tired of Shine. In weather news, post-tropical storm Nadine. We'll take you to where the most damage was seen and what's coming next. In Dangriga, a shocking murder. What drove a butcher to discard his victim's body in a barrel? Stay tuned, because these stories and more are coming your way in just 60 seconds.
Sbarro, the original New York pizza you know and love. Sbarro's extra-large pizzas are handmade fresh daily with San Marzano-style sauce, 100% whole milk mozzarella on a hand-stretched 17-inch dough. Available whole or by the slice, so you can simply fold, eat, and repeat.
This newscast is brought to you by the Belize Bank Limited. Our country, your bank.
Good evening. Welcome to News 5 Live for Monday, October 21st. I am Elise Gayon Vernon. The Alliance for Democracy stirred up the political scene on Sunday with a special unity convention that saw UDP delegates casting their votes for Albert Area Representative Tracy Panton as the new leader of the UDP. However, this move has ignited fierce contention between Panton's alliance faction and the elected executive of the UDP, headed by Mesopotamia Area Representative Moses Shine Barrow. Barrow contends that the alliance has no right to hold a legitimate UDP event, claiming they've been expelled from the party. The alliance, however, argues that they are fully entitled to convene and that Barrow has effectively hijacked the party and leveraged the executive's authority to impose his will. It's a political mess, and from the looks of it, neither side is backing down. So the question really is, who is the true leader of the UDP? Reporter Marian Ali was at the convention and looks deeper into the UDP's constitution. Here is that report.
We call on the delegates to now appoint the Honorable Tracy Panton as the interim leader of the United Democratic Party. Those who are in favor, rise to your feet and give your yay. Let me hear you, mi gente! UDP! UDP!
We don't know about league, cause we in the World Cup.
UDP!
In what can only be described as an unbreakable show of support by UDP delegates for Albert area Representative Tracy Panton on Sunday, the Alliance for Democracy elected her as the new interim leader of the United Democratic Party. The status of who is the rightful leader is still not clear and may quite likely be the subject to a court battle. Both sides are relying on different sections of the UDP constitution to bolster their positions. The Alliance makes its case on Article 6E, which states, quote, "A sitting of the National Convention shall be scheduled and arranged, and a call to a National Convention shall be issued upon a majority vote of the National Party Council, or upon petition of 1/4 of all delegates, or as may be provided for in the party rules," unquote. The Alliance had presented that petition signed by 232 of the 528 UDP delegates countrywide, which was more than needed to trigger the convention. And by Sunday's convention, that number grew to 347 delegates in attendance, 334 of whom voted in support of Panton's leadership and the new executive she brings. The executive also includes interim chairperson Sheena Pitts, who, according to the Alliance, has replaced Mike Perifit, and interim vice chair Lee Mark Chang, who has replaced Alberto August. When she spoke with the media following the event, Panton said that the results of the voting were final and that the Alliance would now do whatever it takes to ensure that the results are honored by the UDP.
I am now the interim leader of the United Democratic Party. The mandate by the delegates and the mandate by the UDP supporters who are out here today in the thousands is a clear indication, and I will take up that mandate and I will lead this party. I will ensure that the party is united, and I will do everything in my power to have the party rebuild to its days of glory. We will leave no stone unturned. I now have a clear mandate from the delegates and the National Convention, which is the highest decision makers of this party, and I will act on that mandate.
The UDP's current elected area representatives, aside from Panton, are Collett's area rep Patrick Faber, Queen Square's Denise Sistabaro, and Corozal North's Hugo Pat. And its other elected officials are Mayor Earl Trap and Councillor Bernadette Fernandez from Cayo. Faber was the only present of all of these elected UDP officials, but there was notable presence by Audrey Wallace, former CEO in the Prime Minister's office when Shine Barrow's father, Dean Barrow, was Prime Minister, as well as by former ministers Anthony Boots Martinez and Edmund Castro, and former UDP Port Loyola standard bearer Philip Willoughby, as well as other party standard bearers. Castro told News 5 that he had to show his support for the alliance after he realized that Barrow was not taking the UDP down the right path. Interestingly, he said that the alliance kept Hugo Pat as the UDP's first deputy leader.
After today, Tracy Panton will be the new leader of the United Democratic Party. Hugo Pat will be the first deputy. Beverly Williams, second deputy. Sheena Pitts,
so
the chair.
Hugo Pat is now...
Sheena Pitts will be the chairperson. And then we got Lee Mark as the deputy chair.
So you're saying that Hugo Pat has now joined forces?
I just gave you the slate.
No, Mr. Barrow has said that what you all are doing here is a non-UDP event simply because they are no longer UDP members.
He is not a UDP. He's a just come. He don't understand how the bricks was laid to even build the headquarters. He don't know not much about the United Democratic Party. I gave him an opportunity to lead, but he know to cut it. And I told him, if you know to cut it, I will be vocal against you, my brother.
News 5 has reached out to Hugo Pat for his reaction to Castro's comments, but he did not respond to our calls or messages. But as it relates to Barrow's popularity, a question we ask now is this. Is Sunday's UDP delegates' overwhelming vote for Tager Panton a reinforcement of the recent Viking poll? That poll determined that while Barrow is Belize's second most known politician after Prime Minister John Briceño, his favorability ranking is extremely poor at 34th out of 36. Barrow and the executive that called the convention and the voting illegal rely on the argument that Tager Panton, Faber, and Belmopan and Belize Rural Central Standard Bearers, John Saldivar and Beverly Williams, had constructively resigned in late August. The UDP Central Executive cited repeated violations of the UDP Constitution, particularly Article 5, 1B and C, Article 5A, B, C, and D, and Article 7, 11. Barrow also turned to the Speaker of the House, Valerie Woods, to kick Tager Panton and Faber out of the UDP aisle. That never happened because Woods quoted from the Constitution of Belize, which trumps any other constitution. Woods ruled that the two UDP parliamentarians have not informed her office or the House of their resignation as members. We asked Tager Panton at the start of Sunday's event, why didn't the alliance take the matter to the court for a resolution? She explained that they first needed the vote, then they will proceed to court if necessary.
If we need to, we will, but we have to first have the mandate of the people. We must first get the mandate of the delegates, and that is what happens today. And the mandate will be clear after today's convention, what the people want to see happen within the United Democratic Party. If we need to go to court, we go to court. There's no turning back.
Mr. Secretary Division.
Mr.
Motion 3. Motion to rescind any previous endorsement of the party leader and trigger the recall process.
Geraldine Tillet presented the motion to rescind Barrow as UDP leader. The voting started at 12:20 and ended at 2:50 p.m. The alliance bussed in delegates from all 31 constituencies in a total of 70 chartered buses. It presented 9 motions altogether at the convention, including the motion presented by Ernest Banner from Kaya South, who presented the motion to rescind Mike Perifit as chairman of the UDP, Vanle Jenkins from Lake Independence, who presented the motion to rescind Alberto August as vice chairman, and Geraldine Tillet, who has lived all her life in the Mesopotamia division where Barrow represents. Reporting for News 5, I'm Marian Ali.
As we reported, the buses came from far and wide from all 6 districts, and so did the boats from Belize Rural South's Ambergis Key and Key Calker. And the supporters took up a significant space in the seating gallery at the Belize City Civic Center. An interesting twist to the event was that while Moses Barrow's aunt, Queen Square standard bearer Denise Sister B. Barrow, was a no-show, her son, Godwin Haylock, who is the UDP's new standard bearer in Queen Square, did show up to support the alliance. Haylock and Shine Barrow are first cousins. But he said that he has had enough of Barrow's leadership and wants better. Haylock pointed to Barrow's abstention in the House to vote on Belize celebrating 35 years of diplomatic relations with Taiwan, something that he considered ridiculous. When asked if he is betraying the Barrow family, this is how Haylock responded.
When I saw that within the party, unconstitutional acts were being committed, standard bearers being removed, the latest one being that you go to the House after that and you see that we cannot support Taiwan, an ally of Belize, with a straight yes vote. That abstaining was really ridiculous. I watched it again as we went to the House last Friday. You saw that the House committee, the members were changed in a most malicious way. The truth is, Dean Barrow, Sister B, the entire UDP of Queen Square will never support such an act.
You've been known to really be supportive of the Barrows, and they're supportive of you. So like for us, you are a huge figure, a young figure, but a huge figure. But for you to go against Shine Barrow, on a personal level, people will see that you're a traitor. I feel like while the Barrows have the luxury of not coming out vocally against Shine because you're a family member, I don't have that luxury to go to the division and say, oh, I am a Barrow and I can't get into this. I must make a stance for my community. And I feel deep down, the principle, the values that Dean Barrow brought to the Queen Square division is the same value that he would want me to stand for today.
Geraldine Tillet has been a long-standing resident of the Mesopotamia Division and a stalwart supporter of the United Democratic Party. She presented the motion for the recall of her area representative, Moses Shine Barrow, as UDP leader at Sunday's Alliance Convention. And she told News 5 that while she voted for Barrow in the last election, there was no way she could support him in the next one. So she transferred her vote out of the constituency.
Basically, I was a big supporter of Shine. But then I realized that Shine is destroying this party because of his attitude, his dictatorial ways, right? And I refuse to have him destroy a party that I have been working for since I was 18 years old. I will not allow that to happen.
Now come the next general election, he is a standard bearer for UDP in Meso. So when you get a chance to vote then?
Not voting for him. Not voting for him.
Will you go against the party then?
No, I'm not voting against the party.
That is when you go to the back.
I'm not in the division again. I transferred my vote because I refuse to vote for him. But I will not go against my party. So I prefer to go somewhere where I know my vote will be counted because I will.
You relocated elsewhere?
You're an alternate. You remain seated.
I will not answer.
And we're going.
While the UDP status quo has remained unfazed by the Alliance for Democracy's convention on Sunday, the Alliance members are moving forward to ensuring that the outcome of their convention motions and voting is implemented. Area Representative for Collet, Patrick Faber, said that the UDP will be a stronger and a more unified party now.
Belize deserves a UDP that is strong, that is unified, and ready to lead with compassion and conviction. This is not just a time for reflection, it is a time for action. The work we have begun here today will echo across Belize in every district, in every community, in every home. We are sending a message loud and clear. The UDP is back. That's right. But we are stronger than ever. We are ready to fight for the rights of every Belizean, to protect our democracy, and to ensure that no one can take away what belongs to the people.
Sunday's event saw attorney Jacqueline Willoughby elected as interim chair of the day's events, and she conducted the verification of the quorum for the event. Thereafter, Tigger Panton addressed the supporters and promised them that she will fight on their behalf to rebuild the UDP. She told them while they prepare to restore unity and strength, the work is only just beginning to prepare for the election ahead.
And you, the delegates of the United Democratic Party, all 347 of you who voted in today's convention, those who voted for me, and those who voted against me, have spoken for the people. You have spoken for the 59,000 Belizeans who voted for the United Democratic Party in the last elections. And you stand here today to say to this nation, we are ready. We are ready to heal. And we are ready to restore. And we are ready to rebuild this great United Democratic Party from the ground up. We are ready to lead this nation, and we are ready to win. Mi gente, my people, this is our time. This is the time for the people. Today, you won. The voices of the people won. The voices of the delegates made clear our path. The voices of the United Democratic Party has come together as one voice. And now, my friends, and now you, the members of our UDP family, you, the members, the work has just begun.
Notably absent from Sunday's Alliance for Democracy Unity Convention was the only elected UDP mayor, Earl Trap. He has been quite vocal over the last couple years about his desire to see the party unified. We caught up with him in San Ignacio while the convention was happening in Belize City. We pressed him on where his allegiance lies. Here is what he told us.
I will tell you what, and it's obvious. Our party is divided. You know, and it is difficult for me, but what I did is, as an independent-minded person, I believe that in the best interest of the people of this country, in the best interest of the country, I don't believe that this convention should have taken place. You know, we already had an agreement and understanding that we would have gone into the elections, the next general elections, with Honorable Shine as the leader. So I just believe that would have been the best way forward, you know. Thereafter, then depends on what happens, or either, we need to do a general reform. It needs to be done. If it's not done, then we are not going anywhere.
So where does your support lie?
For this moment, I will tell you that I am just, I am not shying away from the question. At this moment, I would say, yes, I'm in favor, I'm in support of Shine, because he is the current leader of the party. If Shine should say, all right, you, are you? All right, Uno go. I'll replace you with Jack, with Tim. That's a recipe for destruction. Because what will happen, we will cancel out ourselves in those areas. For example, Albert and Colette, those are winnable seats.
And he has said, you go.
Right. So if he decides to say, Tracy, you going, Faba, you gone, all right, I will replace you with Jack and you with Jin.
So, well, it's not if he has decided, he has decided.
So now, if the two factions should stay apart, then what will happen? That's a sure seat for the PUPs. It's a sure seat for the PUPs. That should have been a UDP seat.
Coming up, Tropical Storm Nadine slams Belize. We'll visit flooded areas still reeling from the impact.
My name is Geraldine Vega. El Patio Grill has been using Belize Bank for over 25 years. We only use Belize Bank at our restaurant. That's why we were able to win this trip to Europe. I had never been to Europe. We found out it was Madrid and we were excited and we went to this football match. The teams reached before the game and everybody was just outside, you know. You can't explain, the noise just roared like 3 blocks down the street, but when you got in there and you saw 70,000 people in there, that was amazing. I couldn't believe it was happening. I had to pinch myself to make sure it was real, you know, because it's a one-in-a-lifetime experience, I'd say. My lucky plus one was my son. He's 18 years old, so he was really excited and he enjoyed it as well. He said it's his best trip ever, so it's a priceless experience that we got. Belize Bank has always been there for me. Whatever transactions or whatever I need to do, they're always there for me. I would recommend everybody use Belize Bank. It's the oldest bank in our country and they continue to do their best.
Are you ready to take your business to the next level? This unbeatable rental space in the heart of San Ignacio town is waiting for you. Located at the corner of Benqueviejo Road and Hudson Street, directly across from Codd's Drugstore. Measuring 1,400 square feet, which sits on top of 4,300 square feet of prime land, making it the perfect spot for you. The building has ample parking spaces on both sides, with direct access to the 2 main streets and inside the building, with 2 quality restrooms. With expert wiring intended to accommodate an industrial generator, this space is made for success. And not to mention, it's in close proximity to all major banks, the San Ignacio Police Station, pharmacies, clinics, restaurants, cafes, and a short walk from the bus terminal for an easy access to anywhere in the country. Reach out to us before it's gone. Call 614-8367 or 613-9760.
Hey Manuel, what's up bro? What you doing here?
I'm just checking out the new electric buses. So tell me, have you submitted your bid on them?
No, I haven't done so as yet. Actually, I don't know how it works. Can you tell me more?
Of course. Come on in, let's check it out. As you know, the Belize City Council is managing 2 for the Belize City routes. But now, the government is looking for private operators to manage 3 for the district routes. These new buses were funded by the European Union, and they are bigger and more comfortable for the district routes between Belize, Corozal, and Cayo.
So how does the management work?
UNDP owns the buses and charging stations for now, but private operators will manage everything: staffing, operations, and maintenance. The government will oversee the process. It is a great way to build your own business.
That sounds like a solid opportunity. So how do we as operators get involved?
It's a competitive process. They're looking at your experience, relevant resources, management skills, and of course, best value. If we win, we get a 2-year contract to operate these bad boys.
That sounds like a win-win opportunity. Might be time to get my bid together.
That's right. Only those who have sent their expression of interest can submit their bid for an opportunity to be a part of the future of transportation. For more information on the bidding process, please contact the Chief Transport Officer at the Department of Transport at 828-9239. Bids are open until November 2024.
In Belize, we value our families, we value our communities, we value our neighbors. 90% of Belizeans think it's time for laws that protect all of us and reflect society at its best. 94% of Belizeans agree that public spaces in Belize should be more accessible to people living with disabilities. In Belize, we believe in fair treatment and supporting one another. We know that our beautiful country is at its best when we come together for the greater good. 2 out of 3 Belizeans support a new law to prevent discrimination in employment and public spaces. It shouldn't matter where we come from, who we love, or what we look like. Belizeans deserve to live our best lives. It's time for laws that protect all of us and reflect our society at its best. Equal Opportunities Bill. Belize, we're ready.
At St. Catherine Academy, we're not just teaching history and science, we're preparing our young women for the future. Going cashless with DigiWallet isn't only about convenience, it's about safety and building a tech-savvy generation. St. Catherine Academy and DigiWallet are leading the way, showing that a secure and cashless campus is possible and beneficial to all. You should try DigiWallet yourself today and see what you've been missing.
Let us help you to empower your school with DigiWallet. Streamline payments, elevate efficiency.
Power on with confidence. Design Depot brings you an attractive selection of GE appliances, including microwaves, washers, dryers, refrigerators, dishwashers, countertop appliances, and more. We understand the importance of appliances that not only endure, but also excel in performance. As your trusted GE USA authorized dealer, we stand for reliability and performance, ensuring that you can power on with confidence. Visit us today and power on with efficient, reliable, and energy-saving solutions with GE appliances from Design Depot.
Design Depot, all in one place.
Tropical storm Nadine roared to life overnight, transforming into a formidable force by Saturday morning. By 10 a.m., it slammed into Belize just south of the city. Winds clocked in at a blistering 50 miles per hour. Heavy downpours were most evident on Umbergus Key, Key Cocker, and in the Corozal district. In Belize City, despite heavy rains, several street-side vendors were operational. Meanwhile, over in the west, the storm left its imprint in different ways. News 5's Paul Lopez reports.
Amidst the pounding winds and torrential downpour of Tropical Storm Nadine, it was business as usual in Belize City. Street-side vendors were out selling their products.
I decided to come on still because more than check. Yeah. So I need to go check to make sure I can create the service for the customers there. We need it more, chef. Reasonable stuff, chef.
Like I got people, I got customers. Both side come out. I come up on holiday, too long as I'm on holiday, on Friday or Saturday, come up on Friday and Saturday. But I bring out only half of where I usually sell it. Today? Yeah, I only bring out half. What? See, as this is the last, I'm going to put the half. Because I didn't put on no pork. Yeah, it's the last, I'm going to put the half.
Despite Tropical Storm Nadine making landfall, the Belize City market next to the bus terminal remained bustling on Saturday. Vendors carried on with business, even as NEMO strongly advised halting all operations due to the storm.
Our messaging has been clear in regards to taking this seriously. So we had strongly recommended that that businesses close because we cannot take it for granted that this is a small storm. We don't know what the impact will be.
According to the National Hydrological Service of Belize, the Macal River out west rose approximately 15 feet above normal levels, while the Mopan River continues to rise tonight.
Recalling from memory, I believe the Macal had reached about 15 feet above what it's normal. It's about 5.12 meters, which is about 15 feet from what we consider normal to be normal flow. For Mopan, right now, it's about between 6 to 10 feet above what is normal, but this system is still rising. So that's still not the peak of this flood event that we're going through.
The Macal River runs through the twin towns of San Ignacio and Santa Elena. The low-lying bridge that connects the two communities became impassable on Saturday afternoon. By Sunday morning, floodwaters had started to recede. Mayor Earl Trap of the Twin Towns spoke to News 5 about a riverbank project along the Macal River that had been inaugurated just 8 days prior, only to be swept away by the floods. Trap clarified that he had no involvement in the project.
All of a sudden, the ministers and representative in this area came up with this, of which I wasn't a plan. I am for the sidewalk and of course the stage. No, I'm not for the beach because one little torrential rain and it washes away.
So now the beach has washed away essentially?
Yes, if you note, yes, the beach is right in front of that stage, so that's gone. Indeed, it's on this side, so that is gone. So now it means that if you have a flood every month you'll have to come and put back sand or things like that. You know, I think we can do better if we could analyze the situation properly and liaise with the residents. I think we could make a better informed decision.
Floodwaters also destroyed a pedestrian bridge in San Ignacio. The low-lying bridge that connects the twin towns remained impassable. The Iguana Creek Bridge was also flooded, and that remains impassable tonight. One resident in that area visited the bridge on Sunday morning to assess the floodwaters. She owns a farm near the river. Her farm was devastated by floodwaters in 2020.
For now, it doesn't look really bad like compared to other areas, like normally the flooding that we used to see. So for now, to me, it looks okay and it seems like it's going down very fast.
Reporting for News 5, I am Paul Lopez.
3 hydroelectric dams that are managed by Fortis Belize Limited sit along the Macal River, which runs through San Ignacio and Santa Elena. Dams like these are proven to prevent flooding by regulating the flow of water. But over the weekend, following heavy rainfalls linked to Tropical Storm Nadine, 2 of the 3 dams began to spill, the Mollejon and the Vaca dams. We spoke with President of Fortis Belize Limited, Kay Menzies, on Sunday morning over the phone. She gave us a situational update on these dams.
Remember, in the whole hydroelectric arrangement, we have 3 dams. The largest is Chalillo, which is the reservoir everybody was hearing about earlier this year. And that holds back the majority of the water that supplies the dams throughout the year. Chalillo has not so far overflowed. Actually, it's about 5 meters below the top of the spill level. So we'll see how it goes through the next couple of days there. But so far, it's holding back all the waters coming in through that area. However, below Chalillo, of course, you still have a river and you still have creeks flowing into the river. So Mollejon and Vaca both spilled in the course of the last couple of days. Yesterday, Mollejon had a slight spill, and that is now over. Mollejon is no longer spilling as of this morning. But Vaca is fed also by the Rio On, if you recall, that goes through the Pine Ridge. Mm-hmm. And the Rio On has been at flood stage for the last day or so, and that has had Vaca spilling. So Vaca continues to spill for the time being. However, the good news is that the spill is slowing down there. So we don't see, at the moment, weather permitting, we don't see the spills getting worse. We actually see them decreasing at the moment.
The Corozal district experienced high volumes of rainfall from Tropical Storm Nadine, which led to localized flooding. As a result, several roadways were declared impassable. Also, the Rio Hondo River reached flood stage, compounding the situation. We spoke with Tanil Hende, the chief hydrologist, about what residents in the north experienced.
The flooding associated with the Rio Hondo is not a fast-flowing system. And so the time that it will take for floodwaters to recede might be a bit longer than the ones that have a higher slope. The Rio Hondo doesn't have that high of a slope that it runs off very quickly. So what we have noticed is that a couple of roads are inaccessible in the north. I believe the San Roman access road is impassable. I know the Yo Creek, San Lazaro road was impassable in that area, no? But there are other areas that would have experienced urban flooding, which is just caused by the rainfall, where they would be seeing flooding in that area, but it should run off at a rather normal pace for them.
So what's the flood forecast for the next few days? The National Hydrological Service is reporting Hurricane Keat level flooding along the Mopan River and Hurricane Mitch level flooding along the Rio Hondo River. Flood alerts have also been issued for river systems in southern Belize. Chief Hydrologist shared more.
The areas of concern that are flooding at the moment, we have a flood alert up, which means that flooding is possible, so you should be prepared, is for the watersheds of the eastern slopes of the Maya Mountains. And I know that might sound like, okay, where is that? So we're looking at all these rivers, North Stang Creek, South Stang Creek, City River, Bladen, Swayze, Deep River, all of these rivers coming off the eastern slopes of the Maya Mountains. We have a flood warning in effect for Rio Hondo, New River, the tributaries to the Rio Hondo, the Boots River, Rio Bravo. In the central area where we are in Belmopan, we have for the Mopan, Makal, and Belize rivers. And a little bit to the top of the bottom of the central region, we have for the Sibun River at the Freetown Sibun village behind Hattieville. The San Ignacio and the Iguana Creek low-lying bridges are still impassable. And we have specifically for the Rio Hondo severe flood warning. And this is because we have been monitoring the levels at our station at Blue Creek, or most people know it as the crossing for Union. That has exceeded Hurricane Mitch levels. So those are mainly the areas that we're looking at. But more focusedly, the Mopan and the Rio Hondo, we need to remain very vigilant. You were asking about other rainfall activities. Recall before Nadine developed, we were receiving some rainfall, and it's in this same western central region that we were getting those rainfall volumes. And then came Tropical Storm Nadine, and now even that Nadine is no longer over us, it's in Guatemala, it's still raining. And so that area we're receiving the rainfall or the runoff volumes from those through the riverine system. So that's why, that's one of the contributing factors as to why we're seeing levels, approaching these historical systems like Hurricane Keat for the Mopan and for the Rio Hondo for Hurricane Mitch.
The government announced the public and bank holidays for 2025. There will be 14 holidays next year. You'll enjoy 7 long holiday weekends, with the first being on March 10th, or National Heroes and Benefactor Day. And of course, you'll have the long Easter weekend, which begins on Good Friday, April 18th. August 1st, or Emancipation Day, falls on a Friday, while the Independence Day holiday will be given on Monday, September 22nd. Indigenous Peoples Resistance Day will be given on Monday, October 13th, instead of the 12th. And lastly, the Christmas holidays this year will begin on Thursday, December 25th, with Christmas Day followed by Boxing Day. After the break, a Dangriga butcher faces shocking accusations of dismembering a man and disposing of the body in a barrel. But first, here's the latest weather update from Belize Met Service.
The Statistical Institute of Belize, in collaboration with UNICEF, informs the public that it will conduct the Multiple Indicator Cluster Survey starting August 26th for approximately 14 weeks. During the survey, trained interviewers will visit randomly selected households nationwide. Each field worker will wear a mint green t-shirt with the Mix 7 logo and an official photo identification card. We thank you for your participation. For more information on the Multiple Indicator Cluster Survey, call us at 822-2207. The Statistical Institute of Belize, providing Belize with quality, objective, and timely information.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is what you've been waiting for. In this corner, we have the masters of limitless power and unbeatable connection. Pioneers of 4G LTE in Belize, it's the undefeated champion, Smart. And in the other corner, struggling to keep up, it's the other guy. Fight! Tired of getting blow after blow from a plan with the other guys? It's time to tap out and join the winning postpaid plan provider. Smart's postpaid plans are a total knockout to the competition, and they have once again powered up their postpaid plans. Sign up for one of Smart's boosted postpaid power plans today and experience the victory of superior service. Smart, bringing people together.
La formación del Centro Neurológico del Hospital Galenia es que esas enfermedades que son altamente complejas y que muchos de nuestros pacientes tenían que emigrar hacia otra parte de la República u otra parte de México, ahora pueden ser atendidos aquí.
La atención quirúrgica en el centro neurológico se forma dentro de un grupo multidisciplinario que incluye tanto neurólogos, médicos internistas, ortopedistas, neurocirujanos, pediatras. Y este esfuerzo que se ha realizado para conjuntar todos los especialistas es para siempre brindar al paciente un abordaje multidisciplinario y transversal.
Evidentemente, mientras más rápido podamos llegar al diagnóstico de los pacientes, más rápido podemos tratarlos, resolverlos y por ende mejor resultado vamos a tener al final. Entonces creo que la prioridad y el fundamento principal de un proyecto como este es justamente eso, que no se pierda tiempo de forma innecesaria para poder al final del día llegar al mejor de los resultados con un tratamiento completo, integral y oportuno.
Y las visiones desde diferentes perspectivas nos permiten tener pues el mejor tratamiento y la mejor opción para el paciente.
Tenemos la capacidad técnica, operativa, profesional y la infraestructura de poder establecer una atención neurológica de alta calidad.
Unwrap the joy of crystal clear picture and sound from Iowa, the brand that offers you affordability and exceptional quality. Iowa has a wide range of exceptional products to choose from, such as TVs, speakers, headphones, home appliances, and much more at affordable prices that won't break the bank. Enhance your audio-visual entertainment experience with Iowa. And for your convenience, parts are readily available in country for hassle-free maintenance. You can find Iowa products at your local electronics store countrywide. Choose Iowa, the best in home entertainment and household appliances.
Oh, I wasn't having a bad day. I just needed...
It's here! The biggest sale of the year. Get ready to find your happy place at Builders Hardware with our happy sale from October 15th to December 31st. Whether you're a professional contractor or a DIY enthusiast sprucing up your home, we got unbeatable prices that will put a big smile on your face. Now is the perfect time to give your wall a fresh look. Get 20% off paint and a whopping 25% off paint supplies. But wait, there's more. From our stylish light fixtures to fans and AC, we got everything you need to elevate your space, now at 25% off. And for the finishing touch, check out our wide selection of tiles, where you will surely find the tile to match your style, all at 25% off. Plus, with 30 to 50% off selected items, you will find what you need at a price that will surely make your pocket smile. We also sell sand and gravel, blocks, roofing, and so much more. Yes, you can get all your materials from construction start to finish right here at Builders Hardware. Don't miss out on our happy deals. Tell your friends, tell your family. Come visit us, save big with our happy sale from October 15th to December 31st. Builders Hardware in Belmopan. This is your happy place.
We think our customers are awesome!
Police in Dangriga are investigating a gruesome murder after a dismembered body was discovered inside a barrel near a popular resort. The victim has been identified as Manuel Fernandez, who was allegedly killed following a violent altercation with Lauren Vanegas at a local meat shop. Vanegas, now in custody, is suspected of stabbing Fernandez to death. The regional commander of the Eastern Division, ACP Gilberto Romero, shared more details.
On Sunday, the police responded to a report that a body had been found inside a plastic barrel in front of the Pelican Beach Resort in Dangriga. The scene was processed, the person was removed from the barrel, and he was identified as Manuel Fernandez. Investigation revealed that Manuel Fernandez and Lauren Vanegas were involved in a fight at the meat shop, and Vanegas inflicted the stab wounds to Manuel Fernandez, causing his fatal injuries. Lauren Vanegas is now in custody, pending charges.
You say he was stabbed. Was his body also chopped up?
I will not go into any details. All I will say the body had stab wounds. They had an argument at the meat shop, and then they had a confrontation, and then Vanegas caused injuries to Fernandez.
Can you confirm if they were related or not?
They are not related. Fernandez went to the meat shop on Friday.
The body of a middle-aged man was found on the banks of the Mopan River near the Belize western border over the weekend. The man has been identified as 53-year-old Nery Cardona. Cardona left home on October 16th wearing clothing that matched the description of what was found on the body. Police visited the area along the riverbank where a footpath was created and is believed to be used by individuals who transverse across the border illegally. There, they found Cardona's badly decomposed body washed up. There were no visible signs of injuries, and authorities do not suspect foul play. The body is now at a morgue pending a post-mortem examination. Over the weekend, a 39-year-old construction worker was hospitalized following a shooting in Ladyville. Lenny Bengouche sustained 2 gunshot wounds and was rushed to Carl Huchner Memorial Hospital for treatment. Bengouche was reportedly attacked by 2 men dressed in dark clothing. The men opened fire at him before fleeing the scene on foot. Here's ACP Gilberto Romero with more on this.
He reported he was walking on Egbert Quilt Avenue in Ladyville when someone came out of a Picard Road and fired shots toward his direction. He was hit and taken to the KHMH for treatment. He was treated and has since been released. We have no suspects at this time for this shooting. We do not have a motive at this time. We have officers on the ground, but no suspects at this time.
Is the person, the victim, known to police in any way?
No, he's not.
And he didn't say that somebody might have been after him or anything?
No, he said he was just was walking on the street going to the store when the person came out and fired the shots.
Police made a huge drug bust on Saturday. 23 pounds of cocaine were seized after police in Hattieville Village intercepted a Chevy Impala traveling from the Cayo district. The driver, identified as Dominique Young, a car dealer of Vista Del Mar, has been arrested for possession of 10 parcels of suspected cocaine. Assistant Commissioner of Police, Gilberto Romero, told us more.
On the 19th day of October 2024, police conducted an operation in Hattieville Village where a Chevy Impala vehicle was stopped and searched. Police found 10 parcels of suspected. The car was impounded and the driver taken into custody. He was identified as Dominique Young, car dealer of Vista Del Mar Village. He has since been arrested for possession of controlled drugs with intent to supply to with 23.3 pounds of suspected cocaine.
Is this, you think, a part of the, because I know we had 2 big busts in Corozal as well. Is this somehow all of these related? Did they get this cocaine from the same?
We do not know. We got intelligence and he was intercepted in Hattieville coming from the Cayo district.
Is the police currently engaged in a special operation targeting?
There are several operations ongoing and searches are being conducted controlling.
Is it concerning, or is it an increase in cocaine being found recently?
Yes, we have seen an increase in cocaine being found.
When we return, a police pickup flips on the highway. An update on the driver's condition next.
They'll name you 100 reasons to step back. But when you achieve your goal, they will follow you. Gorilla, make some noise.
For a premium lubricant when you're on the go, or a premium brake fluid when you need to stop, choose the brand that's built for champions. Come to Premium Lubricants, distributed by Enrique Martinez and Sons Limited, 2 miles Philip Goldson Highway, Belize City. WhatsApp us at 606-4154.
MacNav Visual Strategies, where creativity meets business. Step inside our world of innovative visual solutions. From captivating graphic design to expansive wide format productions, our services are tailored to bring your vision to life. Experience the impact of our high-quality signage and billboards, embroidery, promotional items, and professional paper printing, all designed to elevate your brand's presence. Every project reflects our commitment to creativity, quality, and client satisfaction. At MacNav Visual Strategies, we transform ideas into visual realities. Get in touch today.
So the doctor has given me 5 days off. How do I get paid from Social Security? This is how Social Security works for sickness benefits. First, you must check that you qualify. You must be employed when you got sick. Have made 50 paid contributions. Have made 5 paid contributions within 13 weeks immediately before getting sick. To ensure that your processing goes smoothly, be sure to complete and submit your claim form within 14 days of the first day of illness. Thanks, I get it now.
Visit our website or contact any of our offices to have someone assist you. Also, be sure to visit our Facebook page and give us a like to stay informed. Social Security Board, safeguarding you, your family, your future.
What you've been waiting for. In this corner, we have the masters of limitless power and unbeatable connections. Pioneers of 4G LTE in Belize. It's the undefeated champion, Smart. And in the other corner, struggling to keep up, it's the other guy. Fight! Getting blow after blow from a plan with the other guys? It's time to tap out and join the winning postpaid plan provider. Smart's postpaid plans are a total knockout to the competition, and they have once again powered up their postpaid plans. Sign up for one of Smart's boosted postpaid power plans today and experience the victory of superior service. Smart, bringing people together.
Every day, crystal water is taste you can trust.
On Friday, the Belize Police Association defended the late police constable Santiago Siao Jr. As we have been reporting, Siao Jr., who retired in March 2023 due to a vascular necrosis from a workplace injury, struggled to secure invalidated benefits and faced repeated denials by the Social Security Board. The SSB stated that Siao received the maximum entitlement of 234 days of sickness benefits from April to December 2021, during which he also received his full salary. After exhausting these benefits, he was denied further payments from February 2022 to April 2023 for exceeding the limit. According to the association, Siao, who served for over 17 years, was entitled to those benefits. The association called for an end to, quote, further cowardly attacks, end quote, against Siao. During the House sitting on Friday, Opposition Leader Moses Shine Barrow spoke on this matter on the adjournment.
Santi contributed monies towards Social Security for over 17 years, Madam Speaker, without having a choice. His monies contributed towards the $87 million that the SSB boasts about having. I concur that we always hear that the SSB has they need to spend the money. They have $100 million problem that they need to get rid of the money. So you would presume that logic and compassion would guide their actions in making sure that all Belizeans that are paying towards their Social Security, retirement funds, and benefits would get that when they're most in needs. And PC Santa's money surely contributed towards the millions that have been given out as unsecured loans at Social Security and remain unrecovered and unpaid. Right now we're getting ready to pay $30 million, is it, for Sunshine debt. So rather than deflect, the SSB should embrace and work towards earning the trust of the insurers. They're obligated to assist, Madam Speaker. It is the insurers' money, as I always say, not the government's money, not SSB's money, Madam Speaker. Rather than casting blame, SSB should accept its shortcomings and move to eliminate its antiquated protocols from yesteryears and strive to become a more efficient organization that will benefit the people that are paying their contributory funds.
This morning, a police mobile unit was involved in an accident on the Philip Golson Highway. According to ACP Gilberto Romero, the driver lost control of the vehicle. Romero says the officer sustained minor injuries and is currently receiving treatment at the Carl Huchner Memorial Hospital.
The driver reported he was driving between miles 24 and 25 on the Philip Golson Highway when he lost control of the vehicle, causing the vehicle to flip. The officer was taken to the KHMH for treatment. He is presently there, and an investigation is being carried out.
What's his injuries like, the extent of his injuries?
Minor injuries he received.
He was driving his personal vehicle?
No, that is a police mobile attached to the Mahogany Heights.
And the damage the vehicle sustained?
The damages to the front portion, on the top of the vehicle.
26-year-old Kadrian Travis Wade, a farmer from Lucky Strike Village, has been charged with the murder of 46-year-old Glenford Davis. Davis, a farmer from Rockstone Pond Village, was reported missing in mid-March 2024 after being last seen in late December 2023. Police discovered his skeletal remains 2 days after he was missing, about 75 yards off a feeder road in the Rockstone Pond area, along with a pair of rubber boots, a bush hat, and a backpack. Up next, the latest on the weekend sports.
Today marks a milestone for Keycaulker, one that is both timely and essential. As we all know, our beautiful island has seen significant growth over the past years.
Long gone are the days that we wait for the problems to come to us and we deal with it. And I want to applaud BWS on this initiative. They demonstrate the good corporate community responsibility that they demonstrate right here.
Notably today, we are inaugurating a state-of-the-art 150,000-gallon reverse osmosis desalination plant. This is a $1.5 million investment which ensures water security for Keycaulker for the next 15 years. BWS intends to invest an additional $48 million, and today's groundbreaking marks the initial step in turning what is this board's vision and the government's vision into a reality.
This is more than just an investment in infrastructure. It is an investment in the people, the community's health, and the sustained development of Keycaulker. We all know that access to clean water is not just a necessity, it is a right. These projects reaffirm that it suits everyone who calls the beautiful island home.
In recognition of the patience and support from the residents of Keycaulker, BWS will award 30 primary school students and 3 high school students with an educational grant to assist with their school fees.
Today now, with this new 150,000-gallon reverse osmosis state-of-the-art system, reactor will be producing about 300,000 gallons of water. And as we expand up to the north, and we get more people coming to Belize, I suspect in the next few years, we need to be able to do another expansion to ensure that we can keep up with the demand, that in the next 20 years, we're still going to have water for the good people of Keycaulker. And they went a step further. They're not just providing you water that is safe to drink, but water that tastes better. And you have it here in this cup. I could tell it's good water. So I want to take the opportunity to commend the board of BWSL and Minister Shabat, who is at the helm, ensuring that we can get this done. So we have to ensure to see how best we could plan to make sure that we can get the best services available to the people of this country.
At BWSL, we make it happen.
Improving lives, delivering quality, water for you and me. In Belize, BWS, we make it happen.
Are you looking for a career where success has vast potential? As an agent with RFNG Life Insurance, you'll be a part of a dynamic team that values ambition and hard work. Our agents enjoy numerous benefits, including flexible working hours, high earning potential, and thorough training programs. Why is becoming an agent important? Because you get to shape your future. You will help clients achieve their dreams, and in doing so, you'll achieve yours. Starting on your first day, you'll receive thorough training and continuous professional development. Our cutting-edge tools and resources will equip you to excel in the field. Achieving your goals as an agent is simple with our well-defined roadmap to success. We provide mentorship, performance incentive, and a vibrant community to help you stay motivated and on track. Our support network is second to none. You'll have access to experienced mentors, a collaborative team environment, and recognition programs that help you celebrate your milestones and achievements. Contact us today and become a part of something extraordinary. RFNG Life Insurance, your future, our commitment.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is what you've been waiting for. In this corner, we have the masters of limitless power and unbeatable connections. Pioneers of 4G LTE in Belize. It's the undefeated champion, Smart. And in the other corner, struggling to keep up, it's the other guy. Fight! Tired of getting blow after blow from a plan with the other guys? It's time to tap out and join the winning postpaid plan provider. Smart's postpaid plans are a total knockout to the competition, and they have once again powered up their postpaid plans. Sign up for one of Smart's boosted postpaid power plans today and experience the victory of superior service. Smart, bringing people together.
Good night and welcome to another edition of Sports Monday. I am Paul Lopez. We begin tonight's coverage with a look at the Inter-Office Basketball League semi-finals that went down on Friday night inside the Belize City Civic Center. The first match saw Team Police face off against Belize Port Authority in their best-of-3 series. Team Police is in the black and white jersey. Airport Authority is wearing black and red. Gilbert Belial on the inside with the first points for Team Police. Airport Authority's Shaquem Valerio at the free throw line after being fouled during a shot attempt. He banked the first free throw and missed the second. 6 minutes in, Police has 4 points and Airport Authority has 1 point. Ball to Linton Brosser at the three-point line and that shot counts. Brosser again, this time with the quick release, puts up a second three-point shot. The ball found Brosser once more in the first quarter and he did not disappoint with a buzzer-beater three-point shot to end the first quarter with 18 points for Team Police. Airport Authority finished the first quarter with only 3 points. Team Police secured an additional 14 points in the second quarter, primarily led by Sheldon Williams, while Airport Authority added 12 points to their score. So the score was 32-15 at the end of the first half. Airport Authority really struggled to find their shots in this game. They only scored 3 3-point shots in this one, compared to 7 overall 3-point shots made by Team Police. In the end, it was a dominant game for Team Police. They finished with 67 points to their opponents' 48 points. The second game of the night saw Tough Enough take on the Belize City Council. Tough Enough was in the black while the Belize City Council wore their blue jerseys. Jamal Kelly finds Orlando Ferguson open. He goes baseline and puts up the first 2 points for Tough Enough. Jamal Kelly from the 3-point line with a big 3, taking his team to 9 points and forcing their opponents to call a timeout. The game is at 9 points to 0 in 3 minutes. City Council's captain Auburn Rivera finally able to put his team on the scoreboard. Shortly after, Keon Rowland deflated their momentum with this 3-point shot off the throw-in. Tough Enough captain Douglas Valley inflicting further punishment with this made 3-point shot. The game is now at 16 points to 2. Earl Buller Johnson finally getting something up for the Belize City Council to give his team 4 points. The first quarter ended with 29 points for Tough Enough and 11 for the Belize City Council. And despite their best efforts, the Belize City Council was not able to close the gap. Players like Ferguson, Valley, and Tyrell Griffith proved too much for the Belize City Council. Leading scorers for that team were Johnson, Kevin Hamilton, and Cordell Gonzalez. Ultimately, Tough Enough won Game 1 with 80 points to the Council's 55 points. That's a 25-point win. Belize's under-21 male national volleyball team returned from Panama over the weekend with a bronze medal after competing in the Central American under-21 male volleyball championship. It is the first medal for the under-21 national male team in a regional tournament. Belize also walked away with several individual awards. Eliziar Mejia took the Best Hitter award. Ingram Kalen brought home the Best Opposite and the Top Scorer awards. We say congratulations to the men's national volleyball team for their stellar performance. And now back to some basketball action. The William Dawson Sprite Basketball Tournament is now heading to the finals after its semifinals knockout matches on Sunday at the Yarborough Greens basketball court. In the first match of the day, the defending champions, Hard Rock Boys, faced off against Hattieville Underdogs with their eyes set on a three-peat. Early points for Hattieville from Devon DeFore. Zahir Harris putting up an additional 2 points for Hattieville. Gregory Buckley, Hattieville's big man, gets it in. Looking for an opportunity to break Hattieville's momentum, Earl Buller Johnson gets a bucket. Herman Ramos under the rim, caught the defense sleeping, gets the easy layup. Jason Vasquez with a beautiful putback for the defending champions. On the other end, Brandon Rogers responded with a 3-point shot over Johnson. The first quarter ended at 11 points apiece, but the Hard Rock Boys broke away in the second quarter, scoring 7 points more than their opponents. They finished the first half with 24 points to their opponents' 17. Fatigue began setting in the second half. It ended up being a low-scoring half. Hard Rock Boys put up a total of 13 additional points. Their opponents scored 12 points in the second half. In the end, Hard Rock Boys won the game with 37 points to Hattieville Underdogs' 29 points. The defending champions have secured another trip to the finals to play for all the marbles. Their opponents in the finals will be the Orange Court Generals, led by Jaron Baptist and Francis Arana. They defeated Dan 1 with a final score of 43 to 34 points on Sunday. Well, folks, that's all we have for you in tonight's coverage of Sports Monday. We'll definitely catch you in the next one.
And that's the news. Tonight's broadcast is available at channel5belize.com on both our Facebook and YouTube. I'm Elise Gayon Vernon, and from all of us here at News 5, good night.